favor. Away!
Hello, welcome to Critcast. We're here tonight with some more Highlander action. It is week 4 in the TF2L. We'll have some more games that matter quite a bit for the rest of the season for these two teams. With me here on production is Wiethoofd, and on the mic with me will be Refleks.
Yo, what's up?
I want to see a season that remains close to the bitter end, so BUSTANUT better get at least one map out of this one, so there's a lot of stakes next week as well. Let's see what it's going to be. BUSTANUT on red, inVision in the blue, fighting off map 1 of this week 4 matchup on Cascade to see who gets the first 3 points, if any of them, out of this map 1.
Yeah, we do see a lot of changes happening right here. Both demos taking it quite slow here, but we already see Tyram starting to jump in here and not really succeeding, getting taken down by Stingham. But a lot of fires being exchanged left side, right and center. But Unforgiven going in for that stab on both Broken, Dixos, and Yak, taking down 3 players from BUSTANUT. BUSTANUT is just going to have to back away from this one. Haunter going down to the stand, Sticky, and it's a massacre.
Yeah, there we go. Spy class can be very good if unexpected. Got in there, sneaking through everyone and just get these impactful kills. Really nice stuff by Unforgiven. Puts them immediately on the point in a really, really advantageous position. It's not a big advantage, mind you. Will eventually be put to rest by the Pyro as well, but already has put in plenty of work. Scout on the flank will also get shot down eventually. That's one more kill going their way. Maybe they can make something happen with Yak still down from earlier. It's going to be rough to actually get a good play going towards point, reacting this damage until the demo main will spawn up again. But there we go, a pick for the sniper, presence forward with the heavy, just roaming in there like it's no one's business. And suddenly this is just running off into an Uber fight that inVision is forced to take.
Yeah, forced to take indeed. It does seem like TQC is trying to back away here, but Dixos taking a lot of damage, luckily surviving there. Unforgiven picking down Broken yet again. Poor Broken can't get any relaxation from that spy right there. But it seems like Wiethoofd picking down DQC, leaving BUSTANUT to be lacking a medic, leaving inVision to just build their Uber to get that Uber and potentially push earlier. But Wiethoofd still on a streak, taking down Yak as well during the process. Seems like inVision will be aggroing on the point, taking down so many players. Unforgiven going down as well, and it's yet again the point goes to inVision.
A bit of fighting under still. Looks like the demo man does arrive just in time to see the action happen down there, but with Yuhu down, it's going to be the under area cleared up, and everything's looking good for the blue team. Sniper perched up point. Everyone's watching for the spy. They don't want to be surprised at all here. They want to just see this timer go down, and with only losing 30 seconds right now, it's going well. And there we go. The bomb for Cascade gets the jump in, gets the demo man too, as a freebie on top of it all. They do lose a couple in the meantime though. Down the soldier, also down the Pyro. A lot of point pressure coming through for the red team, and that's gotta be enough to force this Uber. Sam will receive the beam here, and whatever they kill right now is really just a formality. They've done what they needed to do. They gotten the Uber out of the equation, but they gotta actually find a counterplaner to get quickly on the point as well.
Yeah, Ubers are equal right now. We see Unforgiven trying to approach DQC, but Yahoo manages to defend him successfully, but the exchanges are still happening here. Wiethoofd getting successful pick on Yak here, and it seems like a lot of players on BUSTANUT is actually going down. It seems like inVision will be allowed to just take over the point, picking down Stan, picking down Dixos right there, leaving inVision to cap the point yet again.
That was really nice stuff by the damage class. Stan, Sam, Kafka all at the same time over point. Really nicely synced up damage. Clean up some really valuable kills, and look at the time, it's just running away from BUSTANUT so quickly at this rate here. Not sure what Stingham is doing. He's just playing catch with everyone for some reason. I don't think the stream caught that, but he was just sitting there in front of them trying to fist the air, having a laugh. And you know what? They might actually have a bad left with this Uber advantage in hand right now, still sitting on point, throwing damage over like it's not at all clear in their mind at the moment. They're just gonna get to a position that could end the game with this next Uber charge really quickly.
T-Ram jumping in, taking down that Wiethoofd right there might be very crucial, because Wiethoofd has been hitting those shots throughout the entire game. But inVision uses their Uber, taking down Yak during the process. Just BUSTANUT has to walk in here. 7 seconds left, clicking down for inVision here. They're gonna have to get on the point real soon here to try to get some cap time and potentially just try to hold for the point for 2 minutes straight, and it seems like they will, but inVision will be pushing back in. picking down many different players, but still a few players are lacking from inVision. Doesn't make them succeed the push, and it seems like BUSTANUT will be able to set up a defense here.
Yeah, that's gonna be the last chance they have as well. Overtime on inVision's clock. It's just gonna make this very alluring, and without an Uber in DQZ's hands at all, just now receiving kills again on anyone. It's gonna be tough to defend this, and look at that, everyone's just running in there. They're beating out the spawns just enough to get the pressure on. First 3 kills are running through. Unforgiven runs away just about alive here. The fighting happens still on point. Every bit of damage counts so much, but these spawns for red are just so slow. Getting the sniper kill onto the NG, but barely trading out any. There's one more coming through. Xio too late onto point, but the headshots are ringing out. One arrow hits, and the sniper is not enough alone to get there in time. And that's gonna ring it out. These spawns just not coming through in time for BUSTANUT to turn this back around. Round 1, relatively convincingly going to inVision.
Yeah, Xio just capping the point right there, but we have round 2 on Cascade right now. And we do see both demos just rolling out right now. It might be another passive mid like we saw previously. Not much damage happening right now, but now it's about to happen right here, right now. We do see TF2L jumping in right now, trying to get some damage and not really succeeding, being shot by everyone. But a lot of exchanges happening right now. Wiethoofd going down to the enemy sniper, and BUSTANUT is going to get some presence on the point here. Yak almost being shot down by that Sam on scout, but seems like BUSTANUT will safely be capping the point with not that much losses, but the flank is actually down, so this might be a play for the inVision flank to make right now.
Yeah, that's a good start for BUSTANUT though, all things considered. Uber up on their side. Gonna be sitting a lot pretty on point already, a lot sooner mind you, as well, getting some time off the clock, just seeing what they can do and peek forward a little bit as well at least. Soldier tries, Spy still lurking behind him, but they have the warrior up front as well. Soldier bomb not quite getting enough, but anything could come after that. Stanford already here trying to get some presence as well, but sniper sideline's lurking. You gotta be careful not to commit into that all too much as well, while they're trying to reapproach, because Broken is there hitting these shots, finding them quite nicely. Spy's trying to get in as well. Doesn't quite get what they want, but it's just a lot of kills in the end. And with CS Uber not having too many people to heal anymore, including no DuMmTm, how are they gonna get the pressure going themselves to actually make them use on the other side? What a miserable time approaching point for inVision this is.
Yeah, time is clicking down. 1 minute has gone on the clock now. 2 minutes left for BUSTANUT to be defending the point. A lot of great plays being done right now, and they're being very spy aware from Unforgiven. Unforgiven has been trying to get picks, but we do see Yahoo just managing to fend him off perfectly. But Stan is jumping in, does not succeed, but he received key WQ does not succeed either, leaving everyone on BUSTANUT still being alive. But DQC did actually use the Uber, but not really much being used of it.
Alright, well, that's at least something here. Took quite a while to happen for the side of inVision, but it's finally looking a little bit up in the world. Looks like BUSTANUT is just much improved from last round. Banu forward there, throwing some damage in Stinker. Not happy about that one. Doesn't let the scout have too much freedom. Got to protect the sideline here for the sniper to just be able to peek over point like that. Broken down, so much more presence on point they can take. And in fact, no one's really protecting. The DQZ has no Uber. There's a bomb coming through for the DuMmTm. Snipe out there, heavy denied in the meantime. No one's allowed to get to the medic, but unfortunately it is too little too late. The damage has been done. They hit really nice shots there all around. But with the Met having to use the Uber, suddenly DQZ is just in a really good position to bring their team forward once again and just make this a very short sailing point potentially. Uber coming up in a few seconds already.
Yeah, oh, I just started spacing out, but Broken getting a pick on Wiethoofd, that was a very good pick. Now they can clearly walk out on the open here, but Key W jumping in, picking down almost everyone on BUSTANUT. DQC and Broken going down. 65% Uber ad, and it was 95% Uber left for BUSTANUT, but unfortunately they couldn't get that Uber ready. But we do see inVision still holding strong to that point. 1 minute going down so far. BUSTANUT's gonna have to make a play here.
Yeah, while that bomb on DQZ came through, there was an attempt on this field life as well. Got a line for a bit more now. There's more coming where that came from as well. Everything flying onto point, but they're standing strong for the time being, and there's not much up on red right now. They're gonna be careful to get their own Met out alive while they're cleaning up the last few kills, but it's looking to be fine. Spy spotted 2, one less threat in their minds on the side of BUSTANUT, and maybe that's actually just good enough to get the point. There's still a sniper sideline lurking. You need to be careful of, no one's watching it at all. In fact, will catch them by surprise. Jump scare up in tunnel. gets the kill onto the point and on the sniper of all people having once again. We've seen how much freedom it had last time when they went to camp, and there we go. Back to point with the Eva this time around, trying to just get some valuable kills, but cannot find the medic this time around.
Yeah, very nice shot by Wiethoofd right there, but it seems like a lot of BUSTANUT players are going down one by one here, trying to just get some damage in, but very good positioning by inVision all around we see here, but we do see the Uber being used. Yak jumping in right now, trying to get a pick, but not really succeeding. CO escaping successfully, but Wiethoofd just punishing DQC, standing out in the open, going down, leaving inVision to have a 60% Uber ad.
Alright, Cap back. BUSTANUT. It's gonna calm down here for a moment. Like I said, Uber advantage is gonna probably not let this be a calm game for very long. While all of this is proceeding, the pick class is trying to do the work, but with it will not succeed as the rest of the team already approaching back on point without the cover of a sniper sideline. It's a lot harder to do, and look at that. Advantage is peeking deep. Who's gonna stop them? Just gets in there with the shots above all things. Better at long range, but in close will still deal good damage actually. As long as he hit them all really well.
Yeah, that's for sure. Busuki, key WQ, trying to go in for a pick there, but not really succeeding. inVision, almost half the team wiping. This is looking good for BUSTANUT at the moment. 15 seconds left, counting down on the clock with a big Uber ad as well. BUSTANUT is just going to have to play carefully or not get picked by anyone here. But it seems like inVision will start to go in here, unforgiven behind the lines. Maybe ready for a chain stab when they least expect it. But
barely any overtime. Can they actually get there in time? There's one more sort of one coming through. The rest of them on BUSTANUT, however, were really far forward on the left side, not letting anyone get close. And that's just doing so much work.
Yeah, very well played by BUSTANUT right there. But we will move on to the third round. 1-1 right now for both teams on Cascade. Yeah, DuMmTm are rolling out. We do see that Stan likes to stand in a specific angle and try to get a good sticky on the enemy team. Successfully hits Yak, but I don't think that will do that much. But ooh, Sam and Wiethoofd working together, taking down Wander, being that vulnerable, being him going down. And Dixos is going to start having some presence on the point here, unfortunately being shot down due to all this being too aggro. But a lot of necessary players for BUSTANUT are down. Dixos and Broken being dead, but it seems like they will still fight this. TF2 jumping in, not really succeeding. Stan being solo HP, barely hitting that air shot and going down to the key WQ flank.
Yeah, Kafka gets that one. Oh, the saw comes out for the medic, but it's just not enough. Couldn't switch in time. Will drop the Uber that they just forcefully got themselves in the first place. Play onto under. That's going to be a quick kill for Yak. Actually, the NG there as well. There's some more action happening. Scouts just fight each other, but there's a sniper caught in the middle. Wizard will die, and the scout runs out the better of it. Looks like BUSTANUT will quickly take this point back, turns red once more. Wasn't a long stay for inVision at all. Still peeking forward a little bit. Pyro being bullied, let's say. Certainly not working out too well. They fight the spy in the meantime, too, of all things. That's one less threat in their minds for another few seconds at least. Gonna make this stay on point all the better here. Bomb comes through as well, a bit of pipe spam. And it's actually doing a lot of work between the two of them, getting the medic and the sniper. Any two picks you can ask for the Highlander game. That's the top three right there, with the DuMmTm included maybe. And they couldn't even roll out before dying. Suddenly the medic spawns, cake tally, scouting in their face once again. inVision just unable to catch a break. It's really coming down to big classes. Maybe the combo just has no freedom at all. There's the bombs coming through while the spy is lurking behind. This has to do so much work, and it will do exactly that. Soldier DuMmTm putting in the damage.
That was such a good coordinated jump, completely wiping BUSTANUT there. TF2 just running away for his dear life. Burning to death possibly. Never mind, he picks up the health pack, but leaving inVision to finally cap the point. Time is ticking, 2 minutes left for BUSTANUT, but time is ticking right now, going down for inVision, 2 minutes 30 seconds. They're just gonna have to hold this now and wait and see what BUSTANUT is gonna do here, leaving them to be at 50% Uber ag.
Alright, let's see how this goes on to points. Spy gets spotted early for the red team, that's the kill right there. However, there's one more spy left on the server, and that one's immediately striking on the medic. Huge kill, and there's so many down already.
Yeah, I did see Stan kind of feed in for that Hanjo pick, but Hanjo managed to do enough damage for his own for the Stan explosives to finish him off himself. But inVision still standing on the point. 2 minutes left on the clock. BUSTANUT is just building the Uber and trying to, get something out of this. But TVW trying to get something here, but doesn't succeed on that. But inVision trying to back away a bit, trying to play a bit careful. Stingham being down, but Stan just coming in, trying to assist. And the Uber is going to be used. Stan jumping in, trying to get the pick on DQ, but not really finding him on the enemy flank here. He's just going to jump around, explore the map a bit, possibly. But the point is still being fought for right now. Dixaw is trying to fight, but unfortunately gets shot down by a majority of inVision. But the point is trying to be capped here. Not really much, a lot of stuff happening right now, but it seems like a majority of BUSTANUT's players, crucial players, are going to be going down. DQC escaping with their Uber. Maybe they should wait for the next wave of players to come, and then they'll use that Uber.
Yeah, actually really nice job by inVision to trade really favorably there. Really nice headshot there onto the soldier. TF2 going down. Sneaky caught in the midst of all this too. Medic found that while being bombed. Really good stuff in the awareness by inVision's players here, both up front and the back. It's gonna turn back into a frontline fight now. Zeo comes across the point. Scout Faro. Don't want everyone in this push trying to do the damage, but Zeo might just be getting away really weak, but gets back with the soldier, with the NG. Can stay alive for the time being, get a health pack, and maybe be just fine. They're getting a couple of picks, but there we go. The medic will eventually get caught. TF2 snuck around the other way, but all watching point. The flank was not covered, but the sack wave coming to DQZ is so weak. The counter kills are just not quite happening. The afterburn, no, it's just the flames raw for Grip, getting still in there, still alive after it all too. Getting the medic really good stuff, and while they're getting all these kills, while they're getting already so much success out of this, there's just not much in the way of actually just capping the point. So this is just straight up a repush actually.
Yeah, and I noticed that med pick right there. Also just walking on with free Frontier Justice crits, missing the first shot, but hitting the second one, and manages to make the...
bomb. Medic, there we go. Everyone's just too slow to get that. Really nice map so far by Kafka. That soldier has been doing so much work with these bombs at the moment.
Yeah, but we do see BUSTANUT starting to aggro on the point right here. Hydra trying to go for the med pick right there, but does not succeed. BUSTANUT is just gonna have to desperately fight for the point here, despite having so low players, because, you know, the time's ticking down 0 seconds right now. They managed to cap the point, but so many players are down. It's only DQC on the front line. What can a medic do against so many players? And nobody contests this point, so leading inVision to win round 3 actually, leaving them to be 2-1 against BUSTANUT.
Map point, this is the important one. inVision wins this next round. They don't drop a point on ETF2L standings for this match just yet. They get the 3 points immediately. BUSTANUT can still get 2 points minimum out of this game, or maximum out of this game, if they just win 2 rounds back to back. Right here, right now. This is an important one. Let's see if they don't crumble in the pressure that's being put up by inVision. They've been playing a really good game. All things considered. Bombs early once again. We're speaking of Kafka, doing a lot of work, trying to replicate that once again. Not successfully this time.
Yeah, failing that bomb, but do see a lot of BUSTANUT players just surrounding the entire combo, managing to wipe a lot of players, but TF2 going in for that C duel, managing to take him down successfully, leaving BUSTANUT to have that point. But a lot of players are respawning as well, so it would be no surprise that inVision would be easily able to push back the point right here. Only Dixaw actually standing on the point here with Wiethoofd taking down Key W.
Yeah, a small little telefrag actually. Oh, not telefrag, but telecam for the soldier to get the sniper early. And I mean, hey, sniper down is pretty much a good pick at any time in the game. Can't complain about that too much here, as there's still a little bit of post-fight happening. Everyone's trying to get in for some sneaky kills, get the point back quickly. Maybe it cost them the damage, cost them the heavy. BUSTANUT not in great shape after this all, even with the stand pick in their hands. However, it might be interesting if you stack this drum now. If they keep the medic alive, DQZ is on crit streak. Their Merc medic, not their main, mind you, decides to put up the crit streak right now for the next life or so. Could be catching people with surprise. One win early, will stay alive though. Medic's not taking the L on this one just yet. And these laser beams, all the projectiles, I guess, could be approaching very shortly.
And the crit streak might be something they need to surprise the enemy team, and it seems like they will be using it, taking down Stingham in the process, taking down multiple players. Stan also going down, but they will be using that Uber in exchange, not really making super much use of it. You see eventually going down, and the point being won for BUSTANUT.
Yeah, one more soldier left to go. Trades with the Spider at most. Speaking of Spy, Unforgiven also still around here. I think we have some short issues here on stream. Don't worry about it. We'll let you know what's happening one way or another. What might be happening here for now. This is just obviously the end result of the quick situation. Not anything too much, but there we go. The moment we're back, Wizard just hits the shot on DQZ, and suddenly it's a whole different game. Really good timing here to clue us in on this really crucial kill, but it's an even game. Both Medics died, and it's gonna turn this one a little bit of an awkward stay point as the red team is having all the reason to be forced to contest now with everyone approaching.
Yeah, 6 stab by Unforgiven on... No, 6 stab by Unforgiven on Dixos by the fence right there. It seems like BUSTANUT is just trying to hold the point here. Honjo, the front man, right now holding the front here, being backed up by the team eventually here now. inVision is just gonna have to push in real soon here since the time is ticking down. 1 minute 20 seconds for BUSTANUT, but TRAM jumps in, takes on Shio, leaving there to be a massive Uber ad for BUSTANUT.
Yeah, really nice stuff for TRAM. Already gave Barry a run for his money yesterday. Apparently, that's not enough. Wants to give the Pulse a run for the money here as well, but not looking rough on point at the moment. Doesn't quite do enough to stop them from capping, as it seems there's still a decent little time lead here. About a minute ahead is BUSTANUT on their own timer, and that's the Chris once again. There's round 2 on the quick peak, but it's connecting to the medic. That didn't look like it would, but it reaches all the way over the point. Really, really good stuff by the DuMmTm to reach all the way over there. Get that kill, a few left over, but they're just so late to do anything about that one. Heavy, incredibly late to the party. Will just go down, trying to get the medic soldier behind. Also just a known quantity. There's one more demo bomb coming, but broken. Doesn't let that man get close. But while all of that is happening, the Pyro sneaks through and gets the crucial kill. DQZ will fall, and suddenly it's all to play for inVision.
Yeah, I've seen Grip pick the medic at least twice so far. Very well coordination and play by him right there. Who would expect the Pyro to be able to jump and pick down the medic so often and frequently? But we do see BUSTANUT holding the point right now and waiting for players to approach here. 10%, it's pretty equal actually, the Ubers right now, but we do see TRAM jumping in, not really making much use of it, but does take down the NG. You know, NG is a very crucial pick. Both teams on crits right now.
Oh no, only one team on crits. They swapped to it to catch up quickly with a team that you know will have crits already on point when they're approaching before they have normal Uber, but not like that. Right into the sideline, immediately down. Somehow there's a kill happening on the heavy, but that's about all that's going right. Sniper, or Spy, sorry, on the medic immediately. Just sees him coming from the tally. Waits for that one, and inVision just getting picked apart one by one by one. The crits could stuff because he actually dies with it in hand. Will not have the final bit of extra damage from the point, but will they need it at this point? People are not getting that. It's got just a second too late. Sam touching it after the round already ended. And with that, we have map a point. BUSTANUT secures themselves at least 1 point on the leaderboards out of this week's game. But there's still one to play for. The winner of this one will get the last one. Both teams already getting one.
Yup, both teams are right now rolling out, getting ready for the last last match of this map right here. A lot of damage exchanges, but we do see inVision aggroing a bit here, trying to get into Pig's TRAM, failing his jump right there. But a lot of stuff is being exchanged right now. A lot of players for BUSTANUT are going down, unfortunately. Broken being picked down, Yak being picked down as well. DQC also going down to the key W flank, and it seems like inVision will be successfully capping the point. Both medics being down though, so that's
really good headshots at the end. Actually, there was just taking down people in the sky as well. Really solid stuff, and that man still tearing it up on point. Finds the scout just barely peeking. Solid little kill there as well. Gonna make the contesting a little bit harder, but I mean, all of red is already here, right? They can just keep going probably.
Yeah, probably keep going, but seems like they're not really gonna go right now.
Uh-oh, Sneaky got the medic.
Oh, he did. Oh, I did not notice that, but well played by Sneaky right there. But BUSTANUT will be aggroing on the point right now. A lot of damage being flown left, right, and center. Demo and Pyro on under for inVision, but it seems like Stan will be jumping in, not really succeeding on picking down the medic there. We're leaving BUSTANUT to have 100%, almost 100% Uber ad and holding the point.
Yeah, it's Uber ad,
oh,
but it's actually
crits, my
Chris'
bad.
advantage, yeah. That's gonna change the pace once more. I don't know how aware they are of this. We have a spy that could check at all times. If it's happening this much, you probably will very much keep an eye on that, as Unforgiven in this case here. So they will probably be aware, but that doesn't just deal with it by itself. Knowing is half the battle, the other half you still have to fight out yourself. We'll see if they know how to. Certainly Sam can fight quite well there, but here's the crit actually being Proplant. And connecting with very little in the end. And DQZ is standing too far forward, trying to beat people up ahead into this sort of position at div that they have over there, but it's just not getting there in the end. So many picks going the way of inVision here. A couple of picks still going through the other way. NG from under just critzing in as the bombs come through. Really good stuff by Hondro and team to at least get something out of this one, but in all the effort they're putting in right now, and still putting in fact, Hondro still in under, there's a little mini sentry they're trying his best. None of them are getting to the medic, and that's exactly what inVision wants to see, just getting the medic out of harm's way. Actually abandoning the point a little bit here, people just walking on it like they never actually lost it, trying to get back early. A lot of Captain already, Spy player as well, and the medic takes too much damage. There's no defense and the pushing they really see, but Unforgiven quickly makes up for this. They're pushing up on front, but the Spy was the real threat all along.
I never really was on your side, as he says, but BUSTANUT will be trying to exchange some damage here, trying to maybe pick down Xiao here. QW just going on the flank here, taking down. Alright, I did not notice that, but we do see Yak on the bottom being picked down by the Pyro, and Sneaky giving revenge and taking down S26 in the process. But Shio is actually down. I didn't notice. DuMmTm got to update me on that.
Well, I mean, it's too late now. They gotta deal with the consequences before anything else can happen here. This is gonna be a rough day on point without this medic, but there's a good attempt coming through on DQZ's man. So weak, but he's surfing it away beautifully away from the soldier to stay alive. They're hanging on to any chance they have to get back on this point quickly here. The damage already rolling over. Captain getting started. Anyone can do something about this one. Looks like S6 try. The crits will eventually get met up with a bit of sentry gun damage to clean up at least one kill here, but that's not going to stop anything. Scout kill might slow this down, but it certainly won't put a stop to the cap turning red once more. inVision with a minute lead, but BUSTANUT plenty of time to catch up right now. But once again, they are sticking with offense being the best defense. The crit streak is fully charged, and inVision needs to keep on playing careful about it.
And Vision just gonna start preparing for another push here, possibly a sack as well, who knows, but they're trying to do some chip damage here, picking down Warner in the process. Unforgiving going down to the aware Dixos, the spy checker. But a lot of people are aggroing on point right now. Wizard on the blue cave, picking down Dixos right now, looking for that good Elim, and he does succeed. Oh, we do see inVision using actually, not really making super much good use of it, but does pick down Yak in the process. Sam trying to push in, take down DQC, but doesn't really, gets met by Varnu.
Yeah, at least gets a kill out of that one, but empty-handed really in the grand scheme of things out of what they were looking for in the little push towards the combo. So they're getting away from scare, even Ubers for now, but then once again, crits still on BUSTANUT. They're believing in this one the entire way to the bitter end, so they will actually have a little bit sooner here than their opponents, and inVision needs to be careful about that fact at all, and it looks like they are. There can't be an advantage at all if you don't have a medic. inVision have the spy do the dirty work, but point still contested. It doesn't just stop by killing the medic here. Everyone else is still there. Heavy taken down. NG following suit. Maybe just about will get caught in the end by a little bit more spam. So the cleanup's looking mighty good. Find any other kill left on point. Run. It's getting light, but that's good enough for them. If that just means this point stays through inVision in the final few seconds with an Uber charge in hand. Little Refleks kill coming through, but that doesn't matter. They have the ability to stop people getting closer to get this last bit of overtime taken down once and for all.
Yeah, BUSTANUT desperate right now to get the point, but it does seem like Dixos and Warner are getting on the point, but both of them are being eliminated and taking down Hanjo, only one alive. But Warner jumping down on the S26, taking him down. But it does seem like BUSTANUT will be able to cap this point right here with most of their players respawning and coming back. There's going to be a desperate hold right here for BUSTANUT.
I thought for sure they were like intentionally capping late during this entire fight so they don't get bad spawns, and then Yak just rolls on point and denies Vanu a good spawn. Doesn't matter. Trump plenty makes up for that. Gets the medic out the sky. Look at that beautiful bomb by the soldier. Counter sack coming from the other side, but that's not going anywhere.
That was clearly a super important pick for BUSTANUT here. 47 seconds left, clicking on the clock. Unforgiven just keeps picking down Dick Sauce. Unforgiven has been performing very well this entire match, but gonna have to see if he's gonna do as good as his team here, or I mean if the team is gonna do good as him right now. But we do see inVision pushing in right now. A lot of damage being pressured right now. Crits being used, taking out a lot of players, but they did not have time to get back on the point and did not realize that the point, if it's capped, you cannot win the game, and inVision made use of that and capped the point.
It's got to be a very competitive game for us to see, like I said, 2-for-1 points out of this match in favor of inVision. We have some numbers for you all to enjoy on screen as well, and I mean, if you have a scout get 36, then you're doing something right.
Sorry, I had to cough there. Sam, for sure, he did a lot of great damage, and we can't forget that Unforgiven did get a lot of crucial picks. I think he deserved some credibility, at least when it came to this match. But, you know, both teams did perform quite well. You can obviously tell by the logs, there were no players that did horrible.
You can also actually see who took like the Ubers as well. Sam clearly on blue, just leading the charge with them. And I mean, outside of the Kritzkrieg, obviously, on Yak, the Pyro actually taking a lot of the charges here as well to get in with the damage. It's an interesting difference between these two teams in that regard. Certainly noticed that. And I mean, you can have just like slightly different priorities on Ubers like that and see what you get out of them. Certainly, we'll see that a lot for these two different teams. But I think a very crucial one is just like if you're playing Kritzkrieg, you need to make dead sure your medic stays alive. And having 6 different med deaths, just even with catching up faster with Kritzkrieg, just makes heals-wise such a big difference if you just can't get out your med alive at the end of the charge.
Yeah, Kritzkrieg has a lot of flaws, especially we saw that during the last fight right there. Nobody even contesting the point with the crits. That's another flaw. You can die by using the crits, so yeah, it costs a lot to use it, but we will be moving on right now to Proplant version 8. Map made by Hanjo, the engineer for BUSTANUT. It'll be interesting to see what's going to happen here.
Okay, would that just make it even more of an L if he was to not win this map now?
Yeah.
In a way, it would be
fun as well. But we will be starting the game right now. If you're just coming in here, this is the ETF2L Highlander Season 26 Premiership Week 4. inVision versus BUSTANUT. inVision just won Cascade, so we're going to see if BUSTANUT is able to bring it back on the second map right here.
Alright, let's see these rollouts. Both teams arriving to point at the same time. Of course, it matters how they approach it from here on out. So they're top throwing some damage over, quickly counter jump, takes a lot of damage on the back and broken over. The first one to take an L as well, as everyone's just going in. No matter if they have a sniper or not, they want to go in deep, just crash with everyone on that side of the map, and it's not going all that well. They got the medic, which is a good pick, I suppose, but everyone's going deep, dying equally as quickly. So the aggro approach for BUSTANUT off the loss of the sniper, they couldn't afford to play the long game anymore, so they cut this one short, but didn't find the success intended. Broken, stuck in a corner as well, just gets outdone by the spy class. That's going to be a mid-win for inVision. With both mats going down, it's equal Uber, could be a lot worse for the blue team.
Yeah, but we do see BUSTANUT now pulling up. Both the teams having equal Ubers. We're going to have to see what BUSTANUT will do about this right here, both on Medigun. It seems like BUSTANUT will be aggroing on the point a bit. Warner getting the cap a bit. QW on the flank. Unforgiven yet again on this uncloaking spots, picking down Broken in the process. No sniper for BUSTANUT.
Kafka got so close to a med kill, wall shot on the medic, but it's not quite enough damage. GKZ on 30 health, just hiding out in lower for a little while before they can push back a point. But there's the counter reaction. Dan just see it coming in the med, didn't regen enough health, didn't take the pack, and or even onto point, immediately dies to the first sticky inside. Couldn't react to that at all. To DuMmTm just appearing out of nowhere. They will still have to pop on blue, which is unfortunate, and the Spy will not actually get 2, actually saw for CO2. Spy strikes a bit early and a bit desperately on the heavy there to let that happen, but it's a good kill, I guess. Sniper still down, DuMmTm barely respawning now, so I mean, as tough as it is so far for BUSTANUT, they're getting back to point fairly quickly, and bound cap this one, but lose to in the meantime. Spy gets the kill, bomb on the medic, will not succeed. Heavy takes him out in the air. That's going to defend this point once more. Well, I say defend, I guess they did lose the cap itself, but actually recap this one, but there's no one left to stop them anymore.
Only 50 seconds going down, but we do see KW going in for the mid-pick, ticking down DQC in the process. This is looking extremely well for inVision right here, right now. They're just holding the point as well as they can right now, and they are doing a damn well job on it right now. BUSTANUT is going to have to do a really good sack here if they're going to have a chance to get the point back here. Stan picking down Wanu in the process. TF2 going in, picking down Asux.
No, but watch the spies. Both spies looking to be getting some good kills right there. A heavy and a demo man each. Certainly good start for each team here, but only being a heavy down makes this look a lot more appealing for the red team to keep going. Find the soldier on the flank is just going to points. They'll have to worry a little bit on the other side here, of course, and actually they're worrying a lot on the other side as well. Guy behind, combo up front. Didn't want to deal with both at the same time, so just get the Uber across, try to clean them up front before it's too late, but this grip Uber doesn't get much done in the end.
Yeah, I think Unforgiven is being allowed to do a lot of things without being punished properly. I think spy checking has to be upgraded a bit here on BUSTANUT's behalf. But it seems like BUSTANUT will be holding a bit aggro here on the point, trying to maybe get a pick before backing away to do the passive hold. With a 70% Uber ad, they might do something good here. Wizard picking down Wanu, got the sniper angle on them, might maybe do even more with that pick right there. But Broken trying to shoot back on Wizard. BUSTANUT is just trying to hold the point right now, and not really much cap presence on inVision's behalf, but you just have to wait and see what happens next. While the clock is ticking down, but Unforgiven is just allowed to stab everyone in the team.
Why did Andrew turn around? Oh no, it's a disaster for BUSTANUT. This is not going the way intended at all. The timer is just still at 2 minutes. It's about to be turning blue once more here any second. Ram just shot into the floor by Sam. Heavy on point, quickly taken care of as well. At this point, turning blue pretty quick. And there's a medic kill as well. DKZ rolling out with no one there to meet him on the other side on the point. Will just get killed once more. This is going disastrous for BUSTANUT.
Yeah, this is kind of sad if you're a BUSTANUT today. But, you know, BUSTANUT will still continue to try to fight this. Maybe go in for a sack here since they're at a massive this side. And well reflect by Yahoo right there. The Unforgiven trying to push in as well. A lot of players just going down. Unforgiven managing to take down Yak and Wizard sniping down Broken. BUSTANUT just losing players one by one and not really making use of those deaths either. But they seem to be going in either way with Dixos and Yahoo. And what is going on, DuMmTm?
Nothing is going right for BUSTANUT right now. They're busting the saddest nut tonight, I think, and that's gonna be round one right there. And like I said, inVision can make playoffs already a little early this season if they just get 2 more rounds uncontested. And the way it's looking like right now, BUSTANUT needs to step up their game massively. Started a little bit rough last map, maybe not as bad as this, I suppose, but improved certainly a lot over the course of last map. So whatever went right last time needs to come back quick now.
Oh, nice headshot by Broken right there on Stan, but Wizard returning the favor, taking down Yak as well. No demos during this mid fight. Gonna have to see if what demo can't do during this fight here. But a lot of players going down left, right, and center does not look good for both teams really. But BUSTANUT is managing to keep the presence upright on the point right here, and will be able to cap the point now. Osix having full takeover in the bottom. I wonder what he's gonna do with that. And yeah.
Alright, it's an improvement for sure. Capture Bomb comes through as well, and that doesn't work immediately. No one's watching the roof. I know plenty of people that just mauled when no one's doing it, and in a Premiership game of all things, no one sees that one coming. The #1 bomb for the soldier coming through, doing the work. They will have to pop Uber to clean up from here. Set on block reload, interestingly enough, as well, to get these last 2 kills. Actually not doing it very successfully either. That's a counter-attack for Red, trying really hard to get through here. Cap happens eventually. They get the medic kill. Really nice snipe by Broken. These last few kills actually coming in really, really clutch in a fight that should have been all lost, actually.
Yeah, a lot of presence by multiple BUSTANUT players, but we see Kiwi W, whatever you call him, jump in. Kafka jumping in, but fails, unfortunately, taking down nobody, being taken down himself, trying to jump in for DQC here. But it seems like a lot of players for both teams are kind of down, but BUSTANUT will be able to cap the point here, delaying their soldier T-Ram, making the flank be a bit more vulnerable. Yahoo going down to the snipe by Wizard. Kafka jumping in once again, not really succeeding. Dixos was there saying, hell nah, you can't be touching my medic. And he takes down T-Ram. No, he takes down KW.
Well, unfortunately, they can't keep them off the point. They're sure all over that one. Get this wrapped up pretty quickly. DKZ with Ad once again here maybe can fight back a little bit quicker than anticipated. In fact, 2 kills going their way suddenly makes it all the more appealing. No error for the demo man, but the beam is right there. keeps Yak just not healthy enough, and there's the flash over point. They see the medic still close, and Zio in a really bad spot, but can use in time. Avoids a few sticky steps to get out, and now DQZ just has to run for the money, but they can't do so successfully.
Not in the presence of Wiethoofd, that's for sure. Wiethoofd just making use of those heads being shown on the screen right now. But Broken eventually countering Wiethoofd, shooting him down, but the damage has already been done. A lot of presence on the point right now for BUSTANUT, but it seems like they will back away a bit, hold a bit to the left side while the point is clicking down. 1 minute 45 right now for BUSTANUT, counting down. It seems like inVision will try to do something here with their minor Uber ad, maybe hit a good shot on something. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens next.
Alright, let's see how this one goes. No cap time much just yet, but they're trying to stab immediately tonight with this quite a bit. Spy behind, doing a little bit of work here, sneaking up to the rest of the combo, just sitting there up top. Finds one, finds two, runs away with that. At least that's a pretty good start, as the point is just not getting played without people alive, I guess. Draws good for stab number 3. They knew he was there. No one was looking for it, and they're gonna pay the price. Everyone's going down. The last attempt on the medic's life will not succeed for Blue either, and this is just turned around completely. BUSTANUT needed a little bit of time here. This might have been like a slow dial-up modem Wi-Fi download, but they finally found the download on the game, maybe, and on their opponents, and it could still be happening.
Yeah, Sneaky just doing so well right there on the flank, picking down this heavy, picking down the sniper, but we do see inVision starting to jump in here, not really succeeding. Yeah, well defended by Hanjo and Dixos and everyone else on BUSTANUT right there. They're going to be starting to walk up a bit aggro here with their minor ad, but we do see that inVision has 95% Uber right now. They're going to have to make a play real soon, because 25 seconds left on the clock for BUSTANUT.
It's Quickie Kritzkrieg. It's going to come in, get 1, gets 2, get 3. These things are flying so fast they can't react in time. DQZ is losing so much of this team to this quick sticky bomb launcher, and that's just doing a number on them. Look at that. The Kritzkrieg now coming out for the team that didn't do it first map all too much, and very successful. DQC still surrounded at the end of it, too late to leave, unable to escape alive. That's going to be an incredibly late match kill. Air pipe reflect kill. That's a strange one to see. Grip with a really nice one onto Yak, denying him, and just 2 hits, medic's life. Really, really good stuff all around. inVision still has a chance. It's going to be a tough one. 3 seconds might as well be overtime. They can't afford to give up the cap anymore.
That's for sure. Unforgiven Aztecs just respawning. Delaying their cap a lot for that med pick. Maybe it was worth it, maybe it was not, but full Uber ad right now for inVision. It seems like they're going to be starting to sack right here, and the crits seems to have been used, and eventually CO goes down to Sneaky. Backstab, well played by Sneaky right there. Seems like BUSTANUT will be aggroing on the point here. Someone's going to have to make a play here. Unforgiven trying to do that, but does not succeed. A lot of players from inVision just desperately trying to fight here. Hanjo with that great wrangling mini. Not really anyone noticing that mini, and BUSTANUT will be winning this round.
Yeah, they're throwing this one by. This looked really bad for them round 1, but they're fighting their way back into the game. 1-1 scoreline certainly makes this all very much still doable. 3 points still on the line. Someone winning 2 in a row just gets away with the full sweep on map number 2 and secures himself the back. So all to play for still on map 2 of this matchup. Let's see how it goes on the mid fight. A few damage bombs approaching. No one's going deep just yet though.
Yeah, a lot of exchanges happening right now. Damage and everything. You're gonna have to see what happens next here. It seems like inVision is trying to get some ground here. Stan walking up on the point here, trying to spam in a bit and getting a lot of damage done. 100 being picked down by Wiethoofd. A lot of players from BUSTANUT are going down, even DQC being picked down, and it's a murder massacre right here. Everyone is dead basically except Shio. I think Yak is gonna have to make a play here to take down Shio. Unfortunately fails by the Wiethoofd headshot, leaving inVision to have 100% Uber ad and the points.
Yeah, there we go. inVision gets this cap wrapped up pretty quickly with Uber advantage in hand as well. Oh no, the soldier finds the way to the medic. No one's watching. Doesn't quite do it in the end. Really scary moment for like no apparent reason. Everyone's just a little bit unaware. They need to step up the game once more, even if they just won the previous round. Back foot on round 3 certainly does not set them up for success. Maybe these bombs will. There we go. Soldier comes through. I think the demo man as well. Just all flying in one by one, looking for the medic, finding just enough damage to get the force out of this one and see what they can get away alive out of this one here maybe as well.
That was a strange use by Shio there. All threats were gone, but despite that, he still used his Uber. Azux fighting Tiram, trying to defend Shio here, but successfully Shio managed to take down Tiram since he was so low HP. But we do see BUSTANUT right now taking over the point with their massive Uber ad. We're gonna have to see a play here made by someone from inVision here. Only 1 minute, almost 1 minute going down for inVision on the clock. Clock is ticking down now for BUSTANUT from 3 minutes.
But they have player ad, right? This is just a really easy recommit, actually. A lot of people died late. There we go. Riva actually gets popped, but it's not going anywhere. No one's really getting close. Grab just nices a tiny bit, and that's doing enough. It stalls for time, but at the same time, it's like, is it a lot? I mean, that's gonna be 30 seconds at this rate here. They use Riva for this too. Xeo gets out just fine. A couple kills still flying left and right, and there is the bomb coming in by Yak, and they fought themselves safe in the dispenser. Little did they know. Just blow that thing up with the medic. And it's no problem, they just did not see that coming at all.
Yeah, BUSTANUT is heading up right now on left side. Seeing a flank by Sam right here, not really making much use of that flank right there. Shio just spamming arrows, trying to get a pick with his arrows apparently, not really building his Uber that much. Wiethoofd now on the job, trying to get a pick there, but being a bit hidden, trying to hit a shot here. inVision moving on to the right side here, trying to get a push ready, going maybe a sack even, but we're gonna have to see. And BUSTANUT just holding passively on the left side here. Sam getting aggro on the point, getting some good cap time at the moment, but unfortunately has to get away. Unforgiven crossing the point. DQC with the Uber, he uses actually after no threat as well. It's gonna be strange to see what is Yak gonna do up in the air right now, trying to take down the medic. Will he take down Wiethoofd? No, Wiethoofd takes him down with the melee.
Alright, a lot of action on the Ubers, but not a lot of action towards the actual blue combo. They're just staying safe on their end of the fight. One more bomb comes through onto Xeo's life, but that's not gonna get close enough either. Soldier falls short just about, and suddenly things will turn back to inVision's favor maybe. Medic has to certainly get out of here. DQB cutting it early while everyone's getting on point for blue. Getting out alive just fine is certainly helpful, but just also leaves Xeo with an Uber on point. And there's a bomb coming through by the soldier this time around. It's getting so much closer than before, but it will still not be enough. Hondra's fist is faster than Kafka's rockets. That's going to be cutting that one short quite quickly, and there's blue by used as well, mind you, while all of this is happening. So yeah, there we go. They're not wrapping up this point cap as quickly as they want, and with that, BUSTANUT quickly back on the point themselves, actually. Yeah,
Yak going in for that force, leaving basically Xeo to be forced to use the Uber, leaving now BUSTANUT to have a full Uber at. But a lot of players are going down for BUSTANUT at the moment, and DQC going down to the Sam flank. That's only just unfortunate for BUSTANUT right there. DQC now at a big this side, 75% ad for inVision right now. It seems like BUSTANUT is going to try to go.
Drum behind them. Oh no, doesn't quite get the Xeo in the dispenser. Will be safe this time around from the bomb coming out of nowhere, but there's more where that came from, I would imagine. I mean, they have nothing on the Ubers right now. They're gonna just keep trying the luck, I guess. Spy behind as well gets spotted early. Is really, really good, but is anyone else gonna test this out right now? They have time, so there's a minute left. You can afford to throw some numbers away, but at the moment, not anyone's getting close. Yak tries once more, but not really the success as last time.
Yeah, but we do see Stan being picked though, so and the respawn delay is very strong on the Conf map, so we might see BUSTANUT make a play out of that with the no demo for a moment. But we do see T-Ram jumping in, not really succeeding on the Shio pick, but Shio was a bit low, but not much really happening else. DQC almost getting picked, not really getting picked by Kafka, but yeah, see BUSTANUT starting to aggro a bit on the point. 20 seconds left for inVision to count down on the clock. Uber is being exchanged right now, and both teams just fighting. Broken picking down Wiethoofd in the background right now, and BUSTANUT getting a lot of presence on the point, leaving them to cap the point, and inVision had to possibly do something to get back on them. 4 seconds left for them, 1 minute left for BUSTANUT, clicking down right now, aggro on the point.
Yeah, it's looking to be getting tough out here. Last 3 seconds, clocking down on both teams' times, with BUSTANUT obviously a lot more behind right now. There's just so much pressure. inVision getting this point back will end the game pretty quickly, all around at the very least. So let's see if they can do that. Xeo messing up his positioning a little bit there up top, but that just shows that they're getting antsy about it as well on the blue side. Pressure's on for both teams here. A little bit of cap time, forcing out a little bit of reaction. Not too much just yet, though. They're being very slow about it as well. BUSTANUT, they know that they just want to bait them into a bad fight with whatever they have, but eventually you will just have to crack through this cap time. damage is being thrown over. They really just not want to test with bodies just now, and they're getting away with it really nicely so far.
BUSTANUT
the
just
Uber.
holding very well and also using the Uber towards the majority of inVision's players. 10 seconds left on the clock. BUSTANUT's going to have to hold this very well. But it doesn't seem like inVision does have much of a chance right now, but Stan will be jumping in, not really making good use of that jump, and a lot of players from inVision are just feeding in one by one, and it does seem like BUSTANUT will be winning the second round.
There we go, map point their way. They can just return the favor and sneak away 3 points out of this one if they get one more. Really good stuff here. This was a nail-bite of a round. And there's more to come where this came from. Let's see if BUSTANUT can just keep up pace. And inVision really needs these points. And I think at this point they can't say guaranteed playoffs tonight anymore. They can obviously up the chances by a lot, but there's no safe way for them to know this by the end of tonight if they'll make it or not. So it's all to play for still in this round 4 as we head into mid-fight. But this one might end a little bit quickly. So many people die in one fellow swoop. BUSTANUT getting over point and getting denied just as quickly. All they get for their effort is going to be a easily little stand here that certainly is not going to be good enough to win the mid-fight.
Yeah, BUSTANUT completely wiping, but luckily DQC getting out of there, not being picked. Warmu and DQC fighting together on lobby right now. inVision has a lot of point presence right now, but they will be backing away, holding a bit passively, having Uber ready. BUSTANUT is going to have to make their move here, waiting for to see what's going to happen next. A lot of spam from Sam right now, and not really Stan actually not making much damage else, but we do see BUSTANUT starting to walk in here. A lot of point presence from Warmu, but eventually being picked down by Wiethoofd. We do see BUSTANUT combo walking in now, but Unforgiven on the flank, but DQC luckily uses in time to not get stabbed by Unforgiven, but they have to run away now since clearly they are lacking the players to defend them.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough posting with them if they were to try to fight this out any longer, at least. They made them use, I guess. You're going to have an Uber situation to fight now as well. That might be a much better, especially if Stan is up top on roof, just all alone, getting walked at pretty quickly. They trade out their movements pretty fast, but they already covered so much distance. You got a lot of damage going forward, and with that, good enough presence to wrap up the point as well. And it went by in 1 second or so before it was over, so they didn't give them much of a chance, but is it good enough? Unforgiven taken down there as well. Will not do anything much more crazy this time round, but look at that. They have the first spawns, and with that, they're back on point already. They lost this, and they want to have it back just as quick, getting in there with the damage, and don't even lose anyone. A lot of people weak. Stan and Essex fall in the end to Afterburn, and one more shotgun shot courtesy of the Pyro as well. Point turn blue again, and it's just getting a more and more comfy time lead for inVision.
Yeah, delayed spawners for inVision as well, so BUSTANUT will be making use of that, but unfortunately Wiethoofd takes down Yak. Wiethoofd is so strong with that sniping right there, but it seems like they will be using on TRAM and Warmu the flank Uber push. Unfortunately, it seems like TRAM will be stuck up in the air, eventually gets picked down, but seems like it's been reinstabilized this match right now. DQC now healing all of his combo players, pushing in on the point right now. The majority of the inVision players holding left side, but Unforgiven being allowed to stab both the Pyro and everyone. Oh my god.
Yeah, the last line of defense that they had will eventually go down for our team as well. It's going to be probably all they have left. Really going towards point. I guess there's actually a lot of pressure still on the medic here. Zio is trying to stay alive so badly, but just with the spy up front, has no time to stay in dispenser armor. About this soldier, one counter-frag attempt for Hunter comes through, gets the NG, not the medic. However, it's gonna be good enough in the end. DQC, look at that on the other side. Kafka finds the bomb eventually of this NG's damage. Essex will not be going down for no reason here, it seems, but it's just a bloody long fight for both teams, and inVision just really benefiting of the fact that they just never camped during any of this.
inVision playing very well. 20 seconds left for them, but it seems like BUSTANUT has capped the point. 2 minutes 30 left, but inVision will instantly be pushing back in right now. A lot of players from BUSTANUT are missing, so it seems like they will have to give it away. And Broken being taken down by Kafka, it seems like just BUSTANUT just has to run away here and get ready for the push back, because there's 19 seconds left. Clock is ticking down. BUSTANUT is going to have to make a play here, and it does seem like they will be going through the shutter here, doing a lot of damage. But Unforgiven yet again on the flank, picking down Broken. Dixos just spamming and mowing down everyone with his Tommy Slab right now, successfully doing that, and it seems like BUSTANUT will be capping the point. Equal Ubers right now for both teams. It's interesting to see what inVision will do next here.
Yeah, there's so little time left on the clock. They have, however, 2 minutes on BUSTANUT. There's so much freedom to do many different ways to go about this for inVision. Maybe they just throw themselves a point, but they have the Uber as well. They can really just take an exchange and try to just stay in deep in the post Uber. So many ways they can approach this one, but so little time for BUSTANUT to figure out an answer as well. So much cap them already by Sam. Forcing him to contest early. They do get away with that one pretty nicely there on BUSTANUT. So it's a good start overall, but sooner or later the trap will strike, I'm sure of it. They're just waiting for the opportunity. Grab those points. They're not committing much yet, but have this beam. What are they waiting for? It looks like a little bit damage fort. They're slowly but surely peeking back on point. Losing a couple of people in the meantime here, but it is good enough to force out this Uber eventually.
Yeah, BUSTANUT is going to have to fight for their dear life here. This is what matters right now if they're going to even win this official at the moment. But it does seem like they will kind of succeed because the majority of inVision players are down. So is Shio, but Kafka will be jumping in, not really succeeding with that pick. And indeed, it was close as hell.
That's going to be an unfortunate one. It would be huge right now while they're losing their own medic in the meantime. A costly one. And they wasted like 1 minute with this one Uber fight that doesn't even really accomplish much in the end. Still have a minute left to go, I guess, but suddenly sacking 4 points seems like a lot worse of an idea on the side of inVision. They just got to get something going that actually works full on first try.
Yeah, Kafka jumping in, not really succeeding on the sack right there. But big ad for BUSTANUT right here, but lacking the players, so they're going to have to make use of what they have right now. Still not Uber ready. A lot of players going down left, right, and center. This is not looking good for BUSTANUT. BUSTANUT's going to have to make use of what they have right now, because a lot of point presence is being made by inVision, and it's like the Hanjo Uber does not succeed, and unfortunately BUSTANUT loses that point. 2-2 to both teams. This is the map point right now.
Oh no, the Uber on the point. It's just not what they needed there. What an unfortunate one for BUSTANUT and inVision. They looked like they were gonna bungle this one away somehow still, but barely clutch it out. Despite having 2 minutes, this became dangerously close for them. There we go, map point. 1 point going each side here, 1 more to go, and this is a really good start. Wizard gets 2 in a row. Backline secured as well. The flank covers this one pretty well. Find the soldier, won't find the spy, however. At least that's a funny one going their way, but that's all that's going their way right now as well.
It's just such an amazing play by Wiethoofd right there, but that just leaves the entirety of inVision to just start capping the point and start playing a bit aggro here. They're going to be setting up right now, and BUSTANUT is going to have to make the decision on what they're going to do next. But Shio does go down. I did not notice what got him, but this is great for BUSTANUT at least to start building that Uber, start catching up, and maybe even win.
Yeah, like macro like this is always huge, and look at that. It's also going to help you get back on point quick as well. You got to be very careful. Obviously, everyone's eyes are on your medic. For now, point seems to be fairly wide open for the taking. All things considered, they're getting this one pretty quickly. Sniper on everyone going their way too, while they're cleaning up top the point. Under point, however, is a different question. There's so much happening down here. Everyone's just fighting for survival, but looking good for BUSTANUT on all of those fronts just now. So getting away with a little more than a scatter is pretty much good to go on their end. And look at that, they lost 30 seconds, but that time is made up for in no time.
Fight Club down and under, but the Ubers are pretty equal right now. BUSTANUT with the Uber ready to use, but seems like inVision will be playing a bit carefully here, treading carefully, trying to play off a pick potentially before walking in here. And it seems like they will be getting some cap presence using Uber in return. Both teams exchanging here. Grip just air blasting him back, everyone on BUSTANUT, and I feel like BUSTANUT will still be keeping the point.
For now anyway, but post-Uber fight might not still be over just yet. Wiethoofd's greatly over the point, trying so hard for that moment kill. We'll just about get that. In the meantime, though, the rest of the team just taking it easy. Unsurprisingly, just caught the point. There's the bomb coming through. Actually tries to just get onto the combo. Not going to do much with that in the end. And red team, I mean, without a demo man, it's going to be a lot harder to sit secure of a point, but they're just going to tick down a timer right now. They already got this down to half the clock of their own. Tick down this quickly. That's not a bad start just yet at all here, but look at that. Spike comes through. Unforgiven gets one, and not more than that, please, but they're losing a couple of means while elsewhere on top of that, so it's getting rough out there.
Yeah, well played by many different players, but it seems like BUSTANUT is going to be using the point here. DQC and Yak, Varnu going in, exchanging Ubers on both sides here. TRAM getting that Wizard pick. Maybe it was very necessary, but DQC will be going down to just stand, lock, and load. A lot of players just pressuring from BUSTANUT, managing to take down both Stan and Xiao right there. All creds to Varnu. Or not all, but a majority of the creds at least, doing a lot of damage on them. Point is still ticking down. 1 minute left on the clock. BUSTANUT is just holding with what they have right now. No medic at the moment, but the medic is on their way, starting to build the Uber. 25% ad for inVision, and it seems like they will be getting the point due to all their presence and the majority of the players. A lot of BUSTANUT players going down though.
Oh, there's so much presence on the medic as well right now. Spy behind, scout up top left as well, just jumping all over. Sam will clean up the kill in the end. That's going to be the medic going down as the fighting still vaguely continues on point, but no one's really going deep anymore. Everyone just without heals pretty much on one side of this fight. Turns this highly in the favor of inVision. In fact, Soldier kicks up one more. DuMmTm joins the party now as well, just in case, but not for long actually. One Soldier got success. We can do that on the other side as well. TRAM finds a crucial kill there. Snipe 1 point helps out as well, but quickly turned that around on him too. Soldier still lurking in the back. It's TRAM uncontested in the back, doing so much work for the team, and still there as Ubers be forced onto point. Happy forward will make this be a quick Uber being used into not much of a result in the end. Medic nowhere to be found.
Indeed, this is very good for BUSTANUT though, but Sam is just allowed to go in all the time, and so is Unforgiven. Being able to take down DQC yet again. This is not great for BUSTANUT either way. You know how I said it looked good for them? Now it doesn't, because now the point is being capped by inVision yet again, and everyone in BUSTANUT is dead.
That's really, really good. Very short cap for BUSTANUT whatsoever. Sneaky will not succeed there either. Quickly taken out between the sniper and the Pyro. No chance to get on the medic, and they lost no time at all for this cap being lost for a second there, but Pyro loses his life. That's a bit rough. The sniper 1v1 quickly going Wizard's way as well. Just using valuable classes pretty quickly here on Red. If they want to come back quick, it's going to make it a lot more difficult, but there's Uber has to go. They got to do something about this one, and no one's really able to.
No one is able to, because a lot of players are second for Xiao here, but not really succeeding. Everyone just dying in the process, but there is still time. 31 minute left for BUSTANUT to be able to cap the point here. 30 seconds left for BUSTANUT if they were to cap the point. A lot of players from BUSTANUT are preparing for a push here. Equal Ubers on both sides. They're gonna have to use real soon here. DQC getting pushed by Sam yet again. Sam managing to force that Uber. Not really much happening out of that Uber. Dixos just standing in there alone, sacrificing himself for BUSTANUT. But it does seem like BUSTANUT will be able to get some cap presence here. Taking down Xiao. That's a very important pick right there for the entire team. But ooh, Kafka does jump in and take down DQC.
Oh, that's going to be a rough one to lose late for both of these teams, in fact. But we're in the last 20 seconds each, last 40 seconds of the game total. At this rate, Ponjo slowly whittling away on the point. Does delay for a couple of his teammates, but Yak dies right after. Couldn't take advantage of the better spawns at all for the team right now. At least everyone else gets back that quick, but losing out the DuMmTm and the sniper is going to be a rough one for what might be one of the last fights of the game. At this rate here, as everyone's already quick on point for inVision before the spawns come in. Nice jump by the Soldier. The Spy finds one more. So many people going down for Red. LP one on blue, sparing him on point. And Red team just have to make some decisions how they want to handle this one. People throwing themselves at the combo. Cleo incredibly weak, will die. And that could be costly. There's still a couple seconds left to go that they will have to play without heals.
Ponjo saving perhaps BUSTANUT the last second, picking down the Xiao, but it does seem like they're gonna have to get on the point here. Dixon's fighting for a steal left on the point. DQC, oh, okay, but someone has to get on the point here to save the point, to save the game completely. But we do have Yahoo on the point here. A lot of players just jumping and sacrificing their life for the point. It does not look good for BUSTANUT at the moment. Only Yak alive right now to save the point.
Anyone
He's
getting
super
there?
low, but it's so low percentage. But oh no,
the spawns don't do it this time round. inVision clutches this one out just barely. Really nice shots at the end by Asics and by the Pyro, putting in the work at the tail end of this one to somehow bring this back, and inVision will get 4 points tonight. And BUSTANUT goes home with a measly.
Yeah, but looking at the logs right here, we can clearly see that Wizard, with the 42 kills, you could clearly tell that he was performing quite well right here. But we can't forget that Unforgiven was also doing great on the spy job, backstabbing everyone, making those crucial spy backstabs whenever it was required. But we can't forget Dixos. He had an excellent aim throughout this game. I saw him, like, he was doing so much damage and aiming, and those flicks were amazing to watch. But Stan also doing some great DPM damage.
Yeah, I think man of the match in total is probably Unforgiven. That man had just
definitely.
way too much fun this game, and you don't want your opponent's spy to have fun at all. That's the last thing you want to see in any game ever, that he's able to just run rampant through the backlines, doing a lot of work, and putting the fear in the eyes, I guess.
Player of the match, that's for sure. Unforgiven, huge props to him, man. Like, genuinely, like, that was so well played by him. There was so many like player crucial picks he got every time, and whenever his team needed it, he was just there like, hey man, I got this, man, don't worry about it. And then he just went and got basically cleaned up the entirety, not the entirety of BUSTANUT, a bit of an exaggeration, but he did very, very well.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one for sure as well. This is the performance they will need next week for sure here on the side of inVision if they want to have a chance at playoffs. It's going to be a really tight race. Any and all points next week. It will matter tremendously, and I mean, like I said, sure, Failer and Jax team BUSTANUT here might have the easier matchups in theory, but if they get upset at all, that's gonna be like really, really costly incredibly quickly. So these expected like working wins need to just actually happen that much as well.
Overall, this game was just overall amazing to watch. So many great plays by everyone. I'm gonna give it to all these players. All of them were committed. It did quite well, if I'm gonna be honest. They brought to such a great game to watch.
Yeah, that was a really good one here as well on Kurtzcast, with more to come for sure. So stay tuned for that. Follow us on everything we have over here as well, be it on Twitch, be it on YouTube, be it over on Twitter, and obviously Discord as well. On top of that, obviously also other means of support with merch on merch.kurtzcast.com and on the Patreon if you want to help out financially more directly as well with Twitch stuff and the like. Here's some merch for you to check out as well, all the nice stuff we got over here. And yeah, make sure you tune in for the action coming next week, like I said, and we'll see you then next week here on Kurtzcast. See you then.